God needs to be liberated. 9. We must liberate God by centering on His love. God has been confined because of fallen love. It is as if He is in prison. He has never been set free. Although the God who created the universe is all-knowing and all-powerful, it has always been His intention to establish the ideal world based on love. Yet due to human beings, the universe was snatched away by Satan. As long as God does not separate Satan from this world, he cannot be liberated in heart. That is, as long as Satan is not cut off. The foundation to liberate God in heart has not come about in the universe. Consequently, God remains confined. Can His heart and mind be at rest when His beloved children are no better than dead? 10. The fall took away God's freedom. I am saying that the fall put God in shackles and chains. The fall also put the first ancestors of the human race in shackles, and the realm of angels as well. Not only that, countless religious people in history lived a fettered existence, struggling against these shackles. Such is the case for all of humankind. 11. Unless all people are freed from the realm of lamentation, God our parent cannot be free from the realm of lamentation. No parents can be comfortable while their beloved children live amid worries and fears. Since God is in such a situation, we should liberate Him. How can we liberate God? God is in a prison where He is unable to freely love all people. He must be released into the realm of freedom where He can freely love all of humankind. This is something that we are responsible to do. This problem was caused by the human fall. Therefore we ourselves must liberate God by becoming sons and daughters who are victorious over the fall. 12. Who can stop the fighting between God and Satan? Will that fight just come to an end? How can it, when almost no one has been a devoted son or daughter showing the way of filial piety to God? And no one could fulfill the duties of loyal patriots, saints, and divine sons and daughters of God's kingdom? God has had no place to stand, having lost the mainstream of love through which people would uphold God's kingdom. That is why God has been incarcerated and confined to this day. The spirit world includes hell, the middle realms and paradise. Jesus is in paradise, although He should be in the kingdom of heaven. How can there be such places as paradise, the middle realms and hell in the world that God created? It is because of the fall that God suffers this anguish. 13. Have you ever met the ideal grandfather or grandmother whom God has been searching for? Have you ever met a grandfather or grandmother whom God wanted to become like? Have you met that person, or not? Because of the fall, you never could meet such a person. Have you met the ideal mother or father whom God has been searching for? No, you have not. Have you ever met the ideal wife or husband whom God has been searching for? No, you have not. Have you ever met the ideal son or daughter whom God has been searching for? No, you have not. God has not found such people, so how can His bitter sorrow ever be dissolved? What can sever the chains and bonds around God's heart? It can only be done by love, by God's love. Nothing except God's essential love can do it. 14. We need to liberate God, it is our destiny. We should have faith that thirsts to liberate God and hope that hungers to liberate God. We should be burning with love. We should be the people whom God has sought for 6,000 years, who can say, "It is on account of humankind that God is in shackles." Not only that, it is my fault that God is in shackles. It is my fault that Satan is accusing God. It is my fault that Jesus died on the cross. It is my fault that the Holy Spirit has been going through a bloody history of struggle. Oh, God, please give me strength. I will bring you to the place of Sabbath in liberation. Father, I will also bring Jesus and the Holy Spirit to the place of liberation. 15. We call God Father. Do you think God would say, "Good, you are doing well, When he sees people on earth, the good and the bad alike, dancing to Satan's tune and under his dominion? Because God has ties with us as a parent with his children, he cannot help but toil and struggle to free our hearts from their prison-like confinement and to alleviate the sad and miserable conditions that afflict heaven and earth and everything under the sun. Therefore, we have to understand God's inner situation and liberate him from that situation.